Hi everybody and thank you for watching. So here is what my body is looking like at the end of week 5 and technically the start of week 6. And honestly, this week I did cheat quite a lot because it was my daughter's birthday. My brother came into town and they were also going on holiday. But I did notice a lot of changes in my body, and I did start week 6 with my weight of 147 pounds, and my goal was to do 2 pounds a week, and that hasn't happened. But let's just start with day 1. And my husband bought some fish fillet in like this sweet and sour sauce. I just had it over a bed of rice. It's not necessarily breakfast food, more like brunch lunch. And so I did have this one on my first day. I should not have had the rice. I should have just had a salad, but he bought it. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna eat it. Okay, this day was a Saturday, and so we were heading to my nephew's party. And so on the way, I decided to have some of these nuts because I was actually pretty hungry. I got these from Thrive Market. If you haven't checked out my Thrive Market video, check it out. They're pretty good. So only 70 calories, 3 grams of protein, only 1 gram of sugar. So I thought this was a pretty good snack for me to eat on the way to the party. And so we'll just see what's at the party. And honestly, there wasn't much selection. So this is all I ate. I had some of their spaghetti and I had a fried chicken. The other thing that they did have was a few egg rolls. But yeah, it was a very basic kind of menu, and that's all I really had at the party, which, like I said, was a cheat day, but that's okay. I also had some of the egg rolls, so small little egg rolls and a little bit of sweet and sour sauce. And then I did have a salsa. So the salsa, I believe there's not much calories, but then I did have that. So the party was pretty far and it's been a long day. And I was actually at the point where to drive home, I needed something. I was thinking about going to Starbucks. In the end, we did go to this boba place. I ended up grabbing this mocha blast with white chocolate. I'm sure it's very high in calories and sugar, but I needed something for the drive. We're about an hour and a half from home, so that's all I really had, and that was all I had that day. Okay, the next day, I woke up and I grabbed a protein bar. So this day is Sunday. It's actually Super Bowl, and so I wanted something really quickly, and these protein bars do the job. On the way to the party, because I was so hungry, when I did pick up the dish that we were bringing, I decided to have one of these babinka. It's like a Filipino bakery item. It's probably very high in calories, but I was so hungry, and so I did have that one on the way to the party. And this is what my plate looked like at the party. So I did have some of these pancit noodles, and then somebody makes some baked salmon, and so I did have that as well. And so that was basically what I ate for Super Bowl. Next day, Monday, I decided to have my egg, ham, and cheese sandwich for breakfast. For lunch, I decided to make this teriyaki style chicken. So last week, I think I had the garlic chicken of this brand, and I thought, let me try the teriyaki one. So these were on sale at my local grocery store. They're normally like $12, but I think after all the discounts and all that, I only paid $3, and it says it's for 3 servings. I split that up and had it for 2 servings, and I just basically had it over my salad, so it actually was pretty filling and tasty. And then you can see there I did make another serving for next time. So that was my lunch this day. And this day was a day that we also went to Disneyland. So this was the stuff that I did pack for me to eat at Disneyland. I did have my tuna with my rice cakes, so that was pretty good. I'm kind of getting tired of tuna, but I still have a few in my pantry. I had one of these little nuts, as well as these mega immune probiotic mix. At the same time, I did splurge and have a whole bunch of popcorn, and then that was the rest of my day. Okay, next day we do have another ham, cheese, and egg sandwich. I've just been going through with what I have in my fridge, and I'm almost on the last end of this bread. For lunch, I had the leftover teriyaki chicken over a salad. I will probably buy these again if they do go on sale. They're actually pretty good. And for now, I'll probably just improvise with what I have in my fridge and freezer. I am going on holiday, so we have been trying to clean out what we have. So this day is my daughter's birthday, and so we decided to go to Panini Kebab. This was like a family meal. So we had this strawberry salad, which was amazing. So do check it out. And then as a family, we shared this platter with some rice, some of these chicken kebabs and lamb kebabs. At the same time, we had a few pasta dishes. So I tried to refrain myself and have less carbs. So we did have this pesto pasta as well that I did have a little bit. So like I said, this week we were going out so much that it was really hard for me to stick to my diet. Okay, next day I decided to have another one of my ham cheese sandwiches. So this time I changed it up and had a different ham that I did buy grocery shopping. I only paid like $2 for this one, and I believe it's 4 servings. So that is actually pretty good price, almost 50 cents per serving on this ham. I do have leftover of my vegan cheese, and I do have some eggs. So I've been having this consistently, and it does fill me up. So I did grab this, and I believe it's only about 200 calories, which is actually a really good breakfast. Okay, for lunch, so after Disneyland, we stopped by El Pollo Loco and got some chicken. I decided to not eat it, and so we did have leftover in the fridge. So I am going to heat up this chicken, as well as put it over this salad that we had left over as well. So it is fast food, but it was in the fridge. It did fill me up, so I was really happy about that. And I did also top it with a little bit of some salsa. So that was my chicken salad that I had for lunch this day. Purely leftovers from the day before. So this night, we did pick up my brother from the airport. So we stopped over at this Asian fusion place. I had this fried chicken and some garlic noodles. I didn't finish it all because I was still full from the salad. But this was the dinner that I had that day. Okay, next morning I had another one of my ham, cheese, and egg sandwiches. You can see I'm now eating the end of the bread. And so I did have this one for breakfast. For lunch, I decided to heat up one of these Korean barbecue style chickens. So this is the frozen variety of these Kevins. So you've seen the fresh chicken that I did have over salad, and this is their kind of frozen bowl. So I did have this one. So it doesn't look appealing, but it's actually pretty tasty, and it's only, I think, about just over 300 calories, which is actually pretty good. So I did have that one for lunch, and then dinner that night we decided to head to this restaurant. So this is my brother with my kids and me, and my husband was taking the photo. And at this place, it's more like pub food, so I decided to have some poke nachos, and then they had like some mahi mahi sandwiches and stuff like that. I tried to limit what I did eat. Okay, so next day, this is day 7. So we are actually heading to Mammoth this day, and so I didn't have breakfast, but this is kind of a lunch that I did have. And so leftover El Pollo Loco, I have some salad. My husband had some halibut that he grilled, and so I did have some over the salad with the garlic dip. And this was basically my lunch/breakfast that day. After the long drive, we were at my sister-in-law's house, and they were making fresh homemade pizza, and so that's what I had for dinner. Okay, so after a whole week of almost basically cheating all week, this is what my body's looking like. I did feel a little bit bloated, and I was kind of scared to go on the scale, honestly, knowing that I did eat very unhealthy all week, but I am seeing a lot of changes in my legs. And so let's head to the scale and show you what my final weight is. And honestly, this is going to be the last week of my health reset journey. I am going to go on holiday, and then after that, I will try and reset again after my holiday and see how I can get back on track. Although I kind of cheated all week, I only put on a pound, which was very interesting. I didn't expect to lose any weight, but yeah, I'm loving this health reset journey. And so I'm going to take 2 weeks off, and we'll tune back in and see how I'm going. My weight after my cruise will more than likely skyrocket. Hopefully it doesn't go back up to the 161 that I started with 6 weeks ago, but we'll just see. And so I will do a before and after again, show you what my body looks like after the cruise. It's probably going to be bloated and heavy. And then we'll start back again, another 6 weeks of trying to eat very healthy and lose that weight.